Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't watched the video previous to this one where we talk about that, why it's here, what we might be doing to it, then go back and watch that. It's well worth it. Talk about why I bought it, what it's for, and all that sort of rubbish. So what this video is going to be about is starting the work on it. As I said in the previous video, I didn't intend really to do anything to this when I bought it, but we're using it a lot and I think it's worth it. So what we're going to be doing over the next few days is, I'll put some lights in here, so I'm sorry if there's some strange shadows and things like that. We're going to be removing all this crap. Someone in the past has put a headlining on it, and I think it's carpet. I think it's a form of carpet. It's got no stretch to it, so it can't go around all the contours properly without having to be in various pieces like what they've done. It's faded and it's just generally quite nasty, so we need to get rid of it and we need to put on something that matches a camper. Now, just in case you didn't see the video or couldn't be bothered to go back to look at it, I shall show you what is in the camper. We want it to match, we're not going to bother matching the cabinets, but we want the upholstery and the lining material to match, just to lighten it up and make it that little bit better. So just flip you around. So yeah, upholstery is going to eventually match that, not the cushion, although our bedding matches that cushion, believe it or not. So yeah, so it's the lining material, this here. So that's what we're concentrating on over the next few days. We're also going to be putting in the foam insulation, which I shall show you once we get into it. So yeah, so first port of call is to, sorry it's going to be dark there, is to start ripping out that awful lining material which goes everywhere. It's all down here, it's down in there, so this might be a bit dazzled by the light, it's in there. So yeah, it's quite a job. I'm sure I'm gonna have to get these cabinets out, which I haven't even looked at how they're attached, but we shall soon work it out, I hope. So it's one of those jobs that's either going to go really well or horribly wrong, which is probably what it will do. So yeah, I'm going to get cracking. I shall try and show as much as I can. It's not going to be very easy because there's not a lot of space in there, as you can see. But I will show you as much as I can show you, and this will, you know, I know this is a caravan. Ouch! There's a wheel there. This is a, you know, I know this is a caravan, but obviously it will apply to, you know, be able to use the same process for campers, converting vans, all that sort of stuff. And I did it all on the previous camper. There is a video, again, that talks about how I did that conversion. Well, wasn't conversion, refit, it's probably the best way to put it, and what was done there. So that's also worth looking at. So I'll put descriptions for both of them, and if I can, I shall try and put one of those things that go either that side or that side. Cards, they're called. I shall try and do that. I'm getting good at those. Right, so yeah, I shall start ripping it out. I'll try and show, as I say, I'll try and show you as much as I can, and hopefully you will find it of use. I shall speak to you again soon. Okay, I've started with removing the curtains. I need access, so I've started removing them. And what I've also been doing, and I advise anyone that's working with curtains or removing curtains, is just label them up. It'll make your life a lot easier at a later date when you're trying to put them back in again. I know we're going to be reupholstering these, or we're going to be getting new ones made, but at least then it means I can just take these to an upholsterer or a curtain company and say, right, just make them. You'll notice that on this one, if you can just about read that, it's not very clear, but I've made a note to make them 30mm longer, because these are on the main back window and they're just that little bit too short. So that's that. And also I've got another change I'm going to do, which is, so on these side windows here, you'll see there's two curtains. But if I demonstrate on this side, only actually needs to be one. You can see that very well. So I'm going to change that, because then that way, when they're all bunched up in this corner, and the main one that goes across there, which is the ones that are outside, it's a bunch of, they can all just be in that corner, and you don't have another one there. Because in actual fact, I think it will, you know, you've got spaces in a premium in here, so, you know, the more you can sort of just have less things cluttering up the area, the more spacious it will feel. So we can either have that curtain that side, or we can put it this side if we think that looks better. We can make that decision once we get to it, but to my mind, I think it would be better if they're just all bunched in one corner, and then that's it. Then you don't need to worry about, you know, being taking up space that side as well. So that's how I'm going to change it. I'm going to kind of just sort of put that one to one side. I'll mark it up, but I'll just put on there maybe an X or something just to say that we don't need it, and then all we actually need to replicate is that one, because it's more than long enough, as you can see. I've unhooked it a little bit there, but you can see that's more than long enough, so that will do fine. So I'm going to continue removing these, and then the next step is to start removing these upper cabinets and the electrics associated with these lights. I'm hoping what I'll find is a plug there somewhere. If not, I'll have to cut them and make it myself, so I'll disconnect the battery at that point as well, just to be on the safe side. So yep, I'll get cracking on with that, and I'll speak to you again soon. Okay viewers, so I've now stripped out all the cushions, all the curtains, they're all out, back to the kind of bare bones. And next, as I said before, next thing to do is try and remove these top cabinets. Now they appear to be attached via, you see these bolts here, and I think once they're undone this will lift up and come out. Obviously we need to try and find where this wiring's going. I'll work that out in a minute. So look at it. Where's it going? Don't know, we'll work that out in a minute. I might just release this, and with a bit of luck we'll find a plug in there somewhere that I can unplug that and just take it all out in one go, which would be the best thing. So we've got them, same that side as well. That's all the curtains, and now all laid out. Those are the ones all labelled up. Those two there are the redundant ones. What I've also discovered is that for each seat, the cushion, front base cushion and back cushion are the same size. So that's the one single one on the side opposite the door, that's the side near the door, and that's the main one. In fact, all four of those are the same. So that will make life a little bit easier for getting them remade, and it should mean I can put the hardboard underneath each of them, and poppers on each of them as well, because I only really need poppers on the front edge, and I can attach them to the wood inside the caravan, and then that should solve the problem of them sliding out. And then it doesn't matter which cushion you put in there, as long as all the poppers are in the same place, it'll be fine. So yeah, so next task is to get those cabinets removed, and I shall talk to you once they are out. Okay, so those bolts there were what was holding this cabinet in, so that's loose now. I thought for a moment that I needed to remove this part, and I'm still not sure whether I do or not. And I removed the curtain track, because I was hoping that there was going to be some fixings on this bit of wood here to remove it, but it looks like it's actually glued on. So I'm hoping now that what I can do is kind of start swinging it out in this direction, because that side, the downstand, is behind the other one. So I'm hoping if I start swinging it out and sort of around there, I'll be able to get it out. What I have found is where the electrics are, so I'm just going to undo that, and then that'll just keep all this self-contained within the overhead cabinet. As you can see, the lights are off now, so I've disconnected the battery for obvious reasons. So I'll get this undone, and then hopefully, as I say, I can swing that round and out the door. That is hopefully how that's going to go. Okay, that's that side done. All out. You can really see the colour difference now. Look at that. It's mad. Just on the, on the underside. It's not in direct sunlight. I don't even know how that's got sunlight and how that's caused that. It doesn't matter. It's coming out anyway. And then what we do now is we'll crack on to this side, which should come out a lot easier because now we know where everything is. Right, so ended up taking out more than I was initially intending to. So both of those cabinets, overhead cabinets, are out, and that there is a shelf that went across the side where the cooker and everything was. And the reason I took that out as well, it's quite ingenious how they've attached that, because with this caravan obviously everything is designed to be as lightweight as possible, and all they did was this strip of fiberglass, that shelf kind of hooks onto it. You can see it kind of goes into here, and then there's a screw up through it, and really what holds it in place is the fact that in the corners those other cabinets come across and they're bolted to it, which means it can't fall down and can't fall out. Really simple way of doing it, and means there's no physical fixings to the outside, so no potential for leaking, and keeps everything as light as possible. I'm not going to remove this, I don't need to. I shall just do what they've done here, it's that colour difference again, and tuck it behind, because that is actually attached to this main cabinet, and that would mean taking all that out, which I don't really want to get involved in, I don't think. Don't know, might change my mind on that in a minute. We'll see how it goes once I start stripping everything off. So next step I'm going to do is start removing all of this here as well. I'm slightly concerned about this. I'm not sure how good the bolts are, but then I suppose worst case scenario is I've got to put new bolts, new rubber washers or whatever, because I'd really like to bolt these through afterwards, but I need to have a think about that and make sure I can make it watertight again afterwards. But yeah, I'll get everything stripped off, and then I shall join you again once it's more or less a bare shell inside. Well, that's it, lining's all stripped out. There it all is. And man, what a mess in here. Ever wish you didn't start something? Yeah, I've got a lot to do. So all this needs cleaning up. That's obviously why nothing stuck to it. There's just so much, it's just all flaking away. It's parts of the original glue and original covering, I guess. So yeah, so I'm going to start cleaning that up. That's going to be the end of this video. You can join me on the next one, where I shall be cleaning that up, getting the foam, co-cell foam on there, and then the lining on top of that. So yeah, we shall see you on the next one. Bye bye.